An innovative way, to say the least, to address crime rates in cities all across this country rose in popularity during the COVID-19 pandemic. But fast forward today, many community violence intervention groups now face tough decisions, all because of funding cuts. VIP Fort Worth happens to be one of those groups. And tonight, we're hearing from the program's director about why he feels the group is changing lives.
I grew up in Stop 6. We're afraid of y'all.
Good. Where's the other guy?
2019, just kind of going back to the beginning. We were at the height of, trouble in our city, like police, brutality, or homicides. We ended up going to California looking at a program called Advanced Peace. I thought it was unique. I thought it was a different thing to see people who were previously in gangs or previously leaders in the streets in their community going back now engaging young people who were trapped in a group of gang violence. And I think, that was the start of us bringing this program to Fort Worth. People around this country doing this work. Right now, we're all struggling to find out what funding will look like over the next year or two, if this work will continue to go on.
With the police, I don't think they are, and I say this with no disrespect intended, I just don't believe that they are able to relate the way that we are. To me, that doing this work is like a form, it's like retribution, me giving back to the community, because I was a part of destroying the community at one point in time.
What typically triggers you to make good decisions and bad decisions?
There was a recognition that we had an opportunity, especially with resources being made available for these agencies to address a problem that has existed.
Eternal God, we thank you, we bless you, we honor you for this night. We ask you to continue to cover it. From January to June of 2023, there were 25 either gang homicides, gang shootings, or investigations. Last year, from January to June, there was 0.
We've impacted as a collaborative more than 15,000 individuals through services and programs in a really direct way as it relates to youth gun violence reduction.
I tell myself, you've been doing everything to lead you to go to jail. You saying you don't want to go to jail, but you're doing everything that's going to take you to jail.
One thing I like most about T is that he's not in denial about whatever his shortcomings may be.
Tonight, man, we're going to talk about mental health.
We don't really take our mental health serious, so we might really be going through something and not knowing how to talk to the next person without feeling vulnerable. But this class actually teaches you that being vulnerable is the best state that you can be in.
I know I dealt with the depression a long time, so I went to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make somebody else feel what I feel.
Can you imagine being a young person never having anybody engaging you? Never having nobody talking to you, nobody, just coming to show you they care, they got concern for your well-being of your life, and then all of a sudden one day you wake up and you got this man or you got this young lady who's doing this work that's consistently coming to you just to check on you. As much as everybody else may overlook them and think that they, man, they the worst people in our city, and that there's a group of men that do this work that'll look at them and like, nah, man, I love you and I value who you are right now, but I also value who I know you can become.
I think we're going to be forced to think differently and creatively about how we work. I would not say it's hopeless, but right now there's not a clear answer as to how funding will be replaced.
I may lose 60% of my staff, and to lose 60% of our staff literally means we may lose 60% of the young men participating in the program. Because there's just no way that 7 guys are going to be able to now deal with a caseload of 100 young men.
I feel like if more people come across this program in the right manner, I think this will be something that will save a lot of our future to come, like the next generation.
And when you see all of that, understand that back in April, the Department of Justice canceled hundreds of millions of dollars in grants, and that included $170 million for these programs. But some good news to share with you. We did speak with the city of Fort Worth, and they tell us that they are committed to working with VIP to find a solution to their budget issues.